Hello, welcome. I'm Charlie Law, and however you found me and ended up here today, I guarantee this is going to be one of those moments where you've stumbled across something that could have a major impact on the direction of your life. In the next 20 minutes, I'm going to walk you through a 3-step process that will get you unstuck. It's helped high performers, burnt out professionals, and people at major crossroads do the thing that most never manage to do: find clarity, break through uncertainty, and finally make brave, committed decisions about their future. This isn't fluff, it's a decade of work distilled into proven, actionable steps that get results. Maybe you are stuck. Maybe something happened and you're navigating some sort of change. Maybe life looks good on the outside, but inside you're tired of second-guessing everything, anxious and overwhelmed. You might be afraid of wasting time, haunted by what ifs, or just desperate to get the next chapter right and fulfill your potential. If any of that resonates, stay with me. This is exactly for you. Most people waste years, sometimes decades, in indecision, self-doubt, and quiet discontent, but it doesn't have to be that way. Clarity is the key, and I'm about to show you how to find it and how you can reach what I like to call the promised land. You know exactly where you're headed and why. You're aligned with your true values, gifts, and desires. And most of all, you're actually enjoying the process. And this is the 3-step framework to get you there. By the end of the session, you'll not only understand it, but you'll know how to start applying it. And to give you some context, here's what it's already done for some of my private clients. Olivia runs a dog walking business and came to me completely stuck, torn between what to do next professionally and how it would affect her personal life. After going through the steps, she got the clarity she needed, made the decision she'd been avoiding, and took action. Today, she's a happy mother, wife, and business owner, clear, grounded, and with zero regrets. Dom, a finance and tech salesman, was unemployed and burnt out. He found a job he actually liked, restored his energy, and finally felt motivated and happy again. Divya, the founder and CEO of a biotech company, Essia Labs, was overwhelmed running her business, doubting herself and longing for a relationship. Weeks after applying this, she doubled down on the business, secured funding, and met the love of her life. She went from chaos, uncertainty, and second guessing to clear, calm, and intentional, focusing on only what mattered. This clarity and conviction changed her life. The process has helped hundreds of clients of mine break free from whatever had been holding them back, get clear, empowered them to make brave, bold decisions, and set themselves up for happiness and success. Today, I'm going to show you how to unlock the same kind of transformation, all without wasting years searching for answers, without watching endless YouTube videos, without attending overpriced self-help seminars, or losing your drive, ambition, and competitive edge. So, if you're in search of more clarity and contentment, then well done, because you're in precisely the right place. Let's get into it. Okay then. Here's how to figure out what you want in life. Step 1, self-awareness. What's going on here? This step is all about revealing what is holding you back. And there are 2 big obstacles we need to tackle. So what are the 2 big obstacles? Imagine it's a cold winter's morning. Your 5 a.m. alarm goes off. You know getting up will help you crush your morning routine and move you closer to your goals, but your sleepy body wants to stay there, safe, comfortable, resting under that warm, cozy blanket. So you do a crocodile roll and hit that snooze button. And that's the trap. That's the inertia we're all up against daily. That's enemy number 1, the warm, cozy blanket. Our basic instincts. We're wired to want to stay there and take the easy option. These powerful forces influencing us daily, I like to call the monkey mind. Dominant basic instincts wired into us for survival. Without realizing, these universal, deep-rooted tendencies are responsible for us resisting change, avoiding discomfort, clinging to the familiar. They're the reason for self-doubt, procrastination, perfectionism, instant gratification, constant worrying, and most importantly, fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not getting what we want in life. especially if you're trying to figure out your next step. Fear dulls the mind. It makes you play defense. It's the antithesis of bold, brave, life-changing decisions. It's a never-ending battle between those monkey mind antics versus what you, the human, wants. You want to be happy, fulfilled, save, not spend, take risk, live fully, embrace uncertainty, work out, be positive. But the dominant monkey mind survival instincts rule supreme, and they often come out on top. Modern day people like us are just not naturally wired for happiness and fulfillment. We're wired for permanent dissatisfaction. We all are. And until we realize this and accept this, you have little chance of doing anything about it. So for ambitious professionals like you, these instincts can be some of the biggest obstacles to reaching your goals and achieving peace of mind. Fear kills more dreams than failure ever will. Take John, he's a finance guy, surviving and definitely not thriving. He's anxious about losing his job, addicted to distractions, coffee, porn, TikTok, online shopping, the occasional line. He's always chasing the next fix, the deal, the date, the next hit of dopamine. He doesn't exercise. He's in a loop of overthinking and burnout. John is riddled with monkey mind behavior and he's going nowhere. So what's the answer? Well, you can't get rid of the monkey, but you can learn to manage it. Dial down the monkey and dial up the human. I call it monkey management. Tame the chimp. It's like sweeping the leaves a little each day so they don't pile up into a storm. And it starts with awareness. Just knowing what you're up against already gives you the upper hand. So next time you don't want to get out of bed and you're lying under that warm, cozy blanket, remember that's the inertia. That's the enemy we're all up against. That's your monkey mind wired to make you want to stay there comfortable and safe. The second obstacle is more subtle. It's the stuff you carry without realizing it. The baggage you've collected along the way. Old wounds, resentment, unhelpful tendencies, toxic environments, outdated identities, emotional weight. This baggage, it slows you down, clouds your judgment, saps your energy, and the mistake most people make is they avoid it. If you ignore the baggage, these restraining forces holding you back, and decide to push forward anyway, you'll stretch yourself too thin, risk burnout, maybe make poor decisions and lose the longevity and staying power needed for new commitments, let alone maintaining the other areas of your life that you value. This is especially true if you're a high achiever or entrepreneur. In a moment, I'm going to show you how to shed the baggage, but for now, the key message here is to tackle the baggage before you try to make any meaningful decisions about your future, and especially making any bold moves. It doesn't have to be heavy work either. Small tweaks lead to massive shifts. Charley, founder and CEO of CF Global Advisors and one of my elite clients, wanted to start a new business, but he was stuck. Life was too chaotic to get clear, and he had some unresolved baggage from a past business partnership. But once we addressed the monkey and the baggage, he simplified, gained clarity, and committed to a model that aligned with his values. His energy shifted, his confidence returned, and now he's building not just a business, but a life that he actually wants. So what's really been holding you back? It's not a lack of talent. It's not even a lack of motivation. It's the monkey and it's the baggage. And once you learn how to manage those two forces, you stop fighting yourself and you unlock the life that you actually want. Step 2. This step has 2 parts: uncovering your core findings and creating your antidotes. These are the ingredients that form your roadmap for change. Let me break it down. Step 1 was all about awareness, exposing the monkey mind and the baggage. Now in step 2, we go deeper. Your core findings are the insights you uncover, the specific behaviors, beliefs, or patterns that need to change if you want a different future. The things you now know you can't keep ignoring. Once you've got those findings, the question becomes, what are you going to do about it? And this is the key And this is the key bit here that people seldom talk about. These antidotes or solutions must be divided into two: the external game, real world action, and the internal game, rewiring your mindset, your state, your emotions. Let's break them down quickly. The external game is the action piece. Stuff you've been avoiding, the things you know you need to do deep down but you've been putting off. Have the hard conversation, ask for help, quit something, start something, face the admin, tackle your environment, deal with real world stuff. And then there's the internal game, your inner world. This is about daily work on your state, your thoughts, your patterns. It's about regulating your emotions, rewriting beliefs, reframing your story. And when you combine that with the external action, that's when the magic happens. It's the combination of proactive real world action and deep internal work that unlocks true transformation. Yet very few teach or even understand this. Most people just focus on one or the other. Let me give you two very quick examples from my own journey. One of my own core findings was people-pleasing, self-doubt, and lack of self-worth. I cared too much about what other people thought. I spent too much time seeking people's approval. I didn't back myself. I was too nice. I let people take advantage. And if I'm honest, I got used to losing. So I applied the formula to build back my worth and inner confidence. Externally, I began to have hard conversations. I stood up for myself. I said no, even when it felt uncomfortable. I walked away from situations that drained me. I set boundaries where there hadn't been any before. I stopped trying to be liked. Then internally, through meditation, journaling, reading, reflection, I nurtured back my worth and self-belief. And the results were a total game changer. I let go of chasing approval. I let go of my old identity as a trader and dropped the path others expected me to follow. This one shift completely changed how I thought about my future and the decisions I made from then on. The other realization was the bitterness I was carrying towards a former business partner. It was messing with my head, draining my energy, and boring the people around me. Externally, I faced it head on, apologized for my part, even though it meant swallowing my pride. Internally, I practiced forgiveness daily until it stopped feeling forced. That process restored my emotional energy, cleared my mind, and freed me from chasing outcomes just to prove a point, changing the direction of my life choices going forward. Can you see how these steps led to real change? How a new mindset leads to new decisions. Self-awareness, discover your core findings, select tailored antidotes, commit to inner and outer work. These are the steps. And when you do that, you clear space in your system. You free your mind, gain new perspectives, regain energy. You shift from anxious and stressed to calm and at ease, which sets you up perfectly for step 3. This is it. But it only works once you've done the work to get here. Clarity isn't found in the chaos. It's found in the calm. The quieter you become, the more you hear. And from here, we guide you through immersive exercises that pull the truth out of you. First, we go forward, hitting you with fear and emotion. You'll imagine yourself on your deathbed. We'll use mortality to scorch the crucible of your mind and boil everything down to what really matters. What will you regret? What really matters? Then we go backwards. We go panning for gold in the rivers of your past. We sift through your life and extract the gold. We dig out the moments that lit you up, that made you feel most alive. These are clues, data points to what your future should include. Then we challenge what you think you care about versus what actually matters to you. It's a powerful values exercise that always uncovers some surprises. We also use clever technology to reveal your natural tendencies, how you show up, what drives you, and what might be holding you back. This gives you conviction around what to lean into and what to watch out for. And finally, we zoom out. We help you visualize your future, not just goals, but a holistic life vision. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. So we help you get really clear on priorities, trade-offs, and what true success looks like for you. This is deep work, but it's also structured, guided, and shockingly revealing. Each method is like a piece of a puzzle, and when you put all the results together, you start to see a fuller picture. Your sweet spot, your purpose, what you want to do, which direction to take, you finally have clarity. This is not some oversimplified, condescending exercise. This is a truly multi-dimensional process geared to deliver results. And this clarity becomes your superpower. This clarity that comes from this rigorous process and now sits deep within you is like a force of nature. It gives you conviction, and that gives you the courage to lean into the doubt, the fear, the discomfort, the second guessing, the fucking monkey mind antics, so you can rise up and move forward with an unwavering intent. Build a life on your own terms and conquer whatever you put your mind to, my friend. Clarity, courage, conquer. Clarity and conviction are the forces that separate you from the majority who stay stuck and distracted. England rugby player Ben Earl said it best on my podcast. Have a clear vision, track back to simple daily steps and stick to them. He called it the scaffolding that makes success and realizing your potential inevitable. And it clearly worked for him, because this episode was early 2023, when he was still a fringe player for England, but he went on to become the star player for England during the France World Cup and is now a British Lion and one of the best players in the world. And it's the same formula that has helped so many of my clients get results. Marisha, an organizational psychologist at Absa Bank, paralyzed by options, now energized and clear about her future. Daniel left his corporate job to start a successful VC firm with purpose. Ben, a real estate professional, was lost, delusioned, and now he's thriving with purpose in Asia. They all reached what I like to call the promised land, comfortable in their own skin, clear on where they're headed, and genuinely enjoying the journey. And it was this same three-step formula I've taken you through today that got them all there. The very same method that forms the foundation of my coaching program, Beyond Mumbo Jumbo. It's the complete, actionable version of everything we've covered today, and the same program that everyone I've mentioned today has been through, and many more. Few truly understand the transformative power of checking out to check in and then gaining the clarity to make real committed decisions. Most people live in chaos, reacting to life without a clear vision of what they want or where they're going. But once you uncover what you truly want, not influenced by anyone else, everything changes. I hope you've enjoyed today's training. If it has hit home and you'd like to find out more about my program, click the link below and claim 30% off the full price. The discount will be available to you for 72 hours the moment you click, as I'm all about action takers and providing value. Thank you again for your valuable time and trust. Remember, if you're stuck at a crossroads, struggling with indecision, and you're craving for more clarity and direction in life, trying to figure out what you want and how to get it, click the link below and hopefully see you on the other side. Cheers.